Mango Mustache Media.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chicano and Chingon, presented by Hacienda Las Glorias.
A Mango Mustache original.
I'm your host, Nellmari.
I'm your other host, Arturo.
And today we're bringing you a very dreamlike episode. Everything is going to be dreamy today. The theme is dreams. Dream. I'm sorry. Was that you, Alex? Because that sounded really weird.
No, my microphone was off. I wasn't talking. What? Did you guys hear something?
It sounded
I heard
like
some harmony in there.
Like a third voice?
Yes.
Like a third voice.
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Are you sure?
No, that definitely wasn't me.
Okay. Well, now that you say that, I do notice there is a man in the corner of the room, and I don't know how long he's been there. I'm sorry, who are you?
DJ MFM.
Okay.
DJ MFM.
Can I ask what the MFM is?
Masked Filipino Man.
Masked Filipino Man. And that is how you want to be referred to as?
It's what I have to be referred to as.
Is this do you DJ? Like, do you do music and stuff?
On Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay. I'm a little nervous.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers? Anything you want to say about yourself? Introduce yourself?
Get on with that.
Okay. Alex, where did you get this guy?
Sounds more
Who
like
is
it.
this?
He was here when I got here.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to pretend that.
Understood.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be best if we just kept going with the episode, pretending like he wasn't here, because I don't think there's anything we could do about it.
He keeps staring at me. Okay, sorry. All right. Anyways, on to our first segment. The word of the day. The word of the day. Today's word of the day is sueño.
Sueños.
I was supposed to say it. Sueño. Can you say sueño? Say it.
Sueño.
Good job. Can you do it one more time? Sueño.
Sueño.
Can you say it, Masked Filipino Man? Okay. Sueño. Sueño means dream. 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 I'm glad that we're talking about sueños today. Sueño, interestingly enough, maybe not that interesting to you, but it is to me, has the rule is kind of the same as it is in English. So you know how in English, dream is, quite literally what you're sleeping and dreaming of. It is also...
Yeah, all the crazy things going on in your head.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get crazy things going on in my head. I don't know about you, but,
It varies day to day,
Oh, yeah, just on a good day.
On a good day, yeah, a little less crazy things.
It also applies to life dreams or aspirations, I guess. So...
Yeah, like the American dream.
Exactly. The sueño mexicano. The Mexican dream. I don't know what it is.
Living it.
That's us, baby. We're the Mexican dream. Just kidding. We're the Mexican nightmare. Anyways, there's a lot of interesting interpretations and cultural perspectives on dreams and what they mean to us as people and how they affect society. You see it in every culture. For the Aztecs, they had a very interesting interpretation. They thought that dreams were used as a way of communicating with the gods or the other world, I guess, underworld, if you want to call it that as well.
Yeah, and kind of like how the Norse, they talk about like realms and stuff, like just different planes of existence. They're just communicating together.
Kind of. The other world that's where you go when you die.
Mm-hmm.
When you die, you go to the underworld. And there's like certain levels. I think there's 6 or 7.
Yeah, and like I think it was Aztec that you can go with your dog.
Yeah, there's like trials and passages and whatever. That's why a lot of people want to bring their dogs with them when they die. But the Mayans also had theirs was totally different, except kind of not really. Theirs was more of for them, dreams were a way of seeing things with the soul. It is what your body and mind are not able to comprehend. That is for your soul, your unconscious.
The unconscious mind to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, they saw dreams as just purely omens. Aztecs believed in a lot of omens in everyday life, I'd say, but the Mayans kind of used dreams as specifically omens. But in modern day, we see dreams as a reflection of our day-to-day, What stresses you? What ails you? What excites you? In Mexican culture, there's a lot of the superstition. We've talked before about Mexican superstitions in Latino culture. Very superstitious.
Yeah, absolutely a ton of superstitions. And that's just like going about walking throughout the day.
Yeah,
now imagine
exactly.
like the omens they pick up on. Of
dreams.
Like, you dreamed that what's gonna blow up? Like
no sleep at night. No, seriously, I can't find an origin for why so many superstitions arise. It's just the culture. But Dad was telling me that growing up, he heard a lot. There was a lot of superstitions and ways that you should treat your dreams. So I remember actually a few weeks ago, I was calling him and I told him like, I had this really weird dream. It was really messed up. You were in it. He goes, okay, well, don't tell me until afternoon. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, don't tell me till afternoon. Tell me your dream. He goes, my grandma always said that if you dream something and something bad happens or somebody dies, don't talk about it or tell that person until afternoon. Otherwise, the dream could come true. And I was like, all right, Jesus. Good thing you didn't say that because my dad died in that dream. So I did not tell him.
Good call.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's interesting.
Yeah, he told me that just kind of offhandedly. And today I was talking to him about, how are dreams treated for you growing up in your family or just kind of culturally. And he said, there was just like a lot of little things. He said that he would go tell his grandma or his mom, like, I had a dream about this. And their immediate is like, okay, well, I'm going to give you this. You're going to take this, give them little remedies and you're going to go do this today. And you're going to take this with you. Like stuff like that. Which
give him a little journey to go on.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. He said that his grandma would tell him, if you see poop in your dream, if you just see poop in your dream, money's coming your way. Which is very...
I'm not seeing any poop in my dreams. What the hell?
Right? He said that one time he told her that and he was kind of like, okay. So he had a dream and he saw like a pile of poop in his dream. And when he woke up, he goes, oh, I'm going to get money today. And he was just kind of laughing and treating it like whatever. And then he did get a check. I don't know what the check was for, but.
Oh, okay.
But also, he's a businessman. So does that really count? Is that spectacular? I don't.
Well, that's interesting though, because you already know we talk a lot about our dreams together.
Yeah.
And one of the most interesting things I think when it comes to dreams is like foundational. It's all just symbols.
Just dreams are just symbols for something.
There's symbols for something, and there's symbols specific to individuals. So, for example, with that poop one, like that's a great example because you're telling me this now.
Yeah.
And I never would have thought like poop equals money, But
another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Another man's poop is
another man's money.
But our dad's grandma created a symbol for Dad, and that was if you see poop, that means like good fortune. I have a couple of symbols that I just kind of were like. They popped up from a movie we quoted in the intro,
Yeah.
Dream, the Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Dream.
In that movie, they said,
close your eyes, rest your head. I don't remember the rest of the song, actually.
In the movie, they talk so much about dreams. They're like, here's one rule that we have. If you count to 3, you can get out of your dreams whenever you want. And I took that to heart. I'm like, so they essentially just created a symbol for me. And
yeah.
I still use that nowadays if I'm having a dream I don't want to talk about.
Oh, you have told me that. See, that only happens to me if I'm going to die in my dream, okay? Because I'm not capable of lucid dreaming. I'm not able of acknowledging this a dream. Only twice in my life I've had a lucid dream. Okay.
So you are capable of lucid dreaming.
Okay. Well,
not very-
I've
not very
lucid
likely.
dreamed twice when I was a little ass kid and like a year ago. Super weird. But the only times I get semi-conscious is in nightmares when I'm about to die. Like one, for example, I used to have reoccurring nightmares of Bruce the shark from Nemo coming to get me, and he just kind of swims through the house, but he's floating and he's chasing me through the rooms and he corners me. And when he finally gets me and he's about to eat me, I go, okay, I'm done. And I close my eyes and go like, I'm done. Get me out. And then I wake up.
Huh. Brucey from Nemo.
He scared me, man.
I remember, him and
Hulk.
Hulk scared you, yeah.
Yeah. Hulk was a little, the Hulk transformations, even the first movies, was a little too intense. I had to close my eyes or leave the room. And you wanted to watch it nonstop.
Bro, Hulk was cool. What do you
He
mean?
was cool, but I had to leave the room. He just starts breathing heavy, like, and then bulging and like turning green. I'm like, oh, okay. I had to leave the room. It was too much.
Okay, not to like,
Yeah, I'm letting
address
Nick
the Filipino in the room. But are you guys really just gonna bring him into the show and ignore him for the rest?
I mean, is there anything you have to say about dreams? Anything you want to tell us? Any Filipino superstitions?
If your teeth fall out, I mean, someone you love is gonna die.
Does it actually?
It's happened to me 3 times.
Oh my God. I don't know how to respond to that.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Losses.
Loss is up teeth.
I'm sorry,
And
that's not
family.
funny. That's not funny that you had 3 people die. That's a rip.
We're gonna talk about that after the show, Alex.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that after the show.
I was trying to help by
Lighten the mood.
giving you a sad sound for your sad loss.
Yeah, because we're very, very sympathetic to that.
Here at Chicano and Chicon, we care.
Isn't there? I did hear actually about Filipino dreams and superstitions. Isn't there one with faceless people? Like if you see somebody, a faceless person in your dream, that means they're gonna die or something. Have you heard of that?
They're shifting over to the other world.
I don't like the way you said that.
Huh.
I heard a story of this girl talking about, and she's from the Philippines, how she saw her uncle and he was faceless and he got into a city bus. And when she woke up, like 3 days later, he died and he had no face. And then people told her, like, you were supposed to tell him not to get on the bus. And she was really upset. And that's just like a Filipino, like, just the thing. You got to tell that person not to go to the place you saw them at, faceless, in your dream. Yeah. Can you confirm or deny? Okay. No comment.
He pleased the 5th,
He
clearly.
He pled the 5th. You know, you make me very nervous, and I don't like that you're holding scissors. He's holding scissors.
Someone had to cut that hole in the mask somehow, you know.
The camera can't see it, but he is holding them and he's waving them around, and I don't appreciate that. It makes me nervous.
That's all right. You know, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing, and we're doing great.
We're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna keep trucking
our own
along, ignoring that. On
to our next thing.
to the next thing. You are going to teach me a thing or two about dreams because Arturo, believe it or not, knows some stuff about dreams. They're the scissors. They sure do make me nervous. Don't appreciate them. And he hasn't stopped staring at me since he got here, and it's scary. Just kidding. Nobody's scared. We're fine. On to the next thing. I've been having some weird dreams lately, and I want you to help me decipher them. But
Okay,
also,
I'll see what I can do.
yeah, teach me a thing or two. We're going to call this segment Arturo the Clairvoyant. Yeah.
It's very, it feels very endearing.
Arturo the Enlightened. Arturo knows a lot about dreams.
Like the
Dream you a thing, dream you a lesson. That didn't make any sense. I was trying to make a joke.
let me dream you something.
Yeah. Anytime you say the
like
word
it.
dream, it just plays. So, actually, tell me what you know about dreams. Fuck.
So, one thing about dreams is it is
I knew it.
very dreamy.
Dreamy.
They're very specific to the individual. So somebody could have a dream about the same thing that, let's say you're having a dream about a tiger, right? And Alex, our cool and awesome cameraman, is having a producer as well, having a dream about a tiger at the same time.
Okay.
Now, your symbol for what a tiger is completely different from what his is.
Oh, okay.
So it's on the individual. So if I know you well enough, I can probably help you decipher that.
Tigers are my poop.
What?
Okay, so tigers are the thing that you want to bring money in your dreams.
Yeah.
Now,
I poop tigers.
I poop tigers. Tigers poop me. Or one.
If they do eat you, yes.
Yeah. And
ideally they don't, but I feel like that would be bad for them when they're like going extinct or something.
tigers don't like the way that humans smell. Or was that lions? They don't like the way humans smell or taste.
Anyway, we're getting off the Arturo the clairvoyant point
fact.
here.
Yeah.
They say that dreams are like what artists are to culture. So artists, they create art, obviously, and that's like Aztec. You think of all the artistic
Dreams create art too.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm going to branch off of. So dreams help enable thought, because you're going to ask the question, where did that thought come from?
Yeah.
No one can ever just be like, oh, it came from this. No, it's just it popped up in your head, and that's
My
not
galaxy mind.
that's not a reasonable enough answer for that.
Yeah.
But it's easier to just say like, yeah, dreams.
Spawned this little creation. Like fever dreams. Like
Exactly, yeah, like Alebrijes.
Alebrijes.
A great callback to a previous episode. Alebrijes were the product of a fever dream.
I found the word for you.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
We're on the same wavelength.
same wavelength.
Yeah.
The Alebrijes, it's art.
Yeah.
And that has so heavily inspired a lot of the culture in Mexico.
I have had I'm an artist, if you don't know.
I dabble.
I dabble in art. I make a thing or two. And I have had quite a few dreams that have inspired my art, or if not created the actual whole concept, but just little themes. Because, sometimes you have dreams and everything's in a different filter. Or you just see some weird shit going on. I don't know. I've had
dreams where it's like you can only see out of one of your eyes. It's all foggy.
Oh, I hate that. That always happens when I'm going to fight somebody in my dream. And sometimes it works. Sometimes I land a few punches. And then sometimes I'm throwing a punch. And then my left eye goes blind. And then my head starts drooping.
It's like you get drowsy or something.
Yes. And it's stupid. And I hate it. Or like one of my legs go numb. Like I'm having a stroke or something. Like half my body goes numb. Very annoying. I'm pretty sure that's a stroke symptom. I don't know. I think it's odd.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've looked at a couple things when it comes to like improving your dreams, and there's like some things that
I'm sorry. He's making me nervous. Continue. Keep talking.
there's some things like words of empowerment. If you just like, yeah, I'm right here right now. You can say I'm strong or something, or I can see my eyes are working again. Those are just like healthy habits you can build.
Yeah.
As well as like people like they draw things on their hands to like reality check themselves. So like, am I dreaming right now? Or
oh yeah,
I have had some embarrassing moments in dreams. All right, and they have like given me PTSD throughout the day. So
really,
one of the examples is let's call back to middle school Arturo. This is very very like we don't gotta talk about. But
I love talking about middle school Arturo.
Anything for the podcast, right?
Yeah.
So one of these days, all right, we're dreaming about I think it was Narcos, because I was watching Narcos at the time.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, okay, we're in Colombia. We're running through the rooftops or whatever. I'm like, there's a bathroom. There's a switch. The switch can only be activated by peeing on it. Okay. So in the dream, I'm like, that's a rational idea. I'm gonna piss on the switch. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm dreaming, and I caught myself, like
mid.
Not I didn't even like nothing left my body yet, but it was like that strain. Because as a guy, to just stop peeing, it's very painful. So just to get up and sprint to the bathroom. But like it gave me such like a hit of adrenaline. So then from then on, for like a couple years after that, I'm like, am I awake right now? Is this a bathroom that's like real, or am I sleeping?
Yeah.
It was just a complete freak out of like,
I mean, that's understandable. Also, the risk of peeing your bed or something like that, very scary.
it's very scary because
Yeah.
you're like, everybody's going to remember this. And you're just like, I don't want to be the guy that peed in bed in middle school,
Yeah.
but I just said it on a podcast. So
Now you know. Now you
Now
know,
you know.
friends. I wasn't thinking. I was totally thinking something totally different with the reality check thing because I have dreams. I either have a lot of my dreams are like really vivid and detailed, so they could be totally just batshit weird, does not make any sense. But then I'll have some aspects of the
Absolutely.
dreams that are like either very mundane or normal for me in my everyday. So I have something like I have a dream that we got another dog. Mom got another dog. There's another dog in mom's house. And I'll wake up and like a day goes by and I'm thinking like, oh, I haven't gone to see mom and the new dog yet. I haven't even visited the new dog. I feel a little bad. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this real? And then I have to, I do that a lot. And sometimes it just, I think it has to relate to how I'm sleeping. Because sometimes I'm having, when I wake up, or when I fall asleep, it's a very blurry transition. You can ask a lot of people. When you have conversations
yeah, you
with
like
sleepy
shake
me-
yourself back to reality almost.
No, I sleep tuck. And I also have this thing. There's a name for it, but I forgot what it's called. I have this thing where I hallucinate before and after I fall asleep. It's not sleep paralysis.
You see the sleep demons.
Yes
Oh,
and
no.
yes and
Okay.
no. So sleep paralysis, a lot of people have that. I have sleep paralysis sometimes when you're waking up from a dream and you wake up at a point that you're not supposed to yet. So your body is still kind of paralyzed, but your mind is kind of making things happen in your room. So you're like, it can be sounds and visuals. That's not what I experience on a regular basis. I hallucinate before and after I fall asleep. So a lot of times it's just I see some things flying around my room, or my ceiling has like a movie on it. I don't know. Or I just have conversations. There's plenty of times where I have conversations with you and one of our cousins. And we'll be having a conversation for 30 minutes and you guys just fade away. And I'm sitting there getting mad. I'm like, this is so fucking rude. They just stopped. They just left. They just stopped talking. I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't real. And like, how long have I been doing this? It's 4 a.m. Yeah.
Say one of the biggest reasons aside from my own, like, I'm interested in dreams, is hearing your dreams growing up blows my mind. Because in my dreams, I'm like, I have my phone right here, and there's no, like, I can't read anything on the screen. I can't use a button.
Yeah.
You're over here reading full-on books. And,
Sometimes.
well, I mean, like, there's like, full-on, like, words on,
yeah.
like, screens or papers
I
that you
text
can
people in
see.
my dreams sometimes. Yeah.
I never have that. And half the time I'm in dreams, I don't have my phone. And that just speaks a lot to individual, like, what you
It
understand
could be
to
because
symbols.
I read a lot on a
You read a
regular
lot of food.
basis.
A lot of food. A lot of books.
I read a lot of food.
Books are food for the brain.
Food, brain food. I mix up the order. Yeah, I do. I can read in my dreams, but sometimes there's moments where, like I have dreams. But I hate work dreams. Worst thing ever. It's
Those
so
are a
stressful.
little stressful, yeah.
The feeling you get when you wake up from those, so god awful.
Oh
But
my
I have
gosh.
dreams where I'm at the computer and I'm trying to put in an order, and suddenly there's just missing letters or missing numbers, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm trying to put in these orders, and then the boss, my dad, shows up and is like, what are you doing? What's wrong? Why can't you handle it? And it's like, I don't know. I can't read. And so sometimes it does happen where I can't read, but for the most part, I can read and type in my dreams.
Well, I think that goes into, like, if we're going to get therapeutic on it, you know what I mean? Like, that talks about insecurities you may or may not have or whatever. But, like,
You want to interpret a dream for me?
I can try.
Okay, so I had this dream growing up. It happened a few times in my life, and it affected me very deeply. It was slightly traumatizing. I couldn't tell you why, but it was very scary.
Tell me about it.
The first time I had this dream, I think I was 5, and leading up to the big part of the dream, there's always something different, but it switches halfway in the dream to something that I recognize. I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen, and it's me backstage. All the lights are off, everything's off, and my dad's there. Our dad, sorry. Forgot we're related.
Well, you're adopted, so
Fuck you. Anyways.
could be your other one.
My dad is there, and him and somebody else. Sometimes it's him and somebody else. Sometimes it's just him. And he tells me, it's time you know. It's time I tell you the secret. I've been keeping it for too long. And I'm like, what? And then mom's there. She goes, remember, your dad loves you. and it's time you know. And I'm like, what's going on? And then my dad starts pulling on his face, just pulling his face. He rips it off, and it's Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. It's just, but Sid the Sloth looks like he's sad. He's like droopy and sad. He's like, this is me. And I'm just sobbing. As a kid, I'm like, no, it's not true. No. But that's my dad, Sid the Sloth. And he's just looking at me. He's like, I've kept this secret your whole lives, but this is me. And I'm just like, no, it's not. But my father is Sid the Sloth. And for some reason, that just really got to me. I would wake up. There he is. Sid the Sloth. He's just, except he's not smirking in the way that he is. He's just
Imagine
sad.
all that just upside down.
It's just, and imagine, see how far apart his eyes are? They're on like on opposite ends of the skull. They're just droopy and sad. And
Like a hammerhead shark?
Yeah, and tears are just falling out. Yes, like a hammerhead shark. Tears are just falling out. And I'm fucking crying. And so I wake up sobbing because I'm like, no, Papa, no. And then I go run to my parents' room and cry. And I've had that a few times. So what do you think about that? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Means we need to rewatch Ice Age, I guess.
Hell yeah.
You had some high ties to Ice Age, yeah.
I haven't even seen the movie that many times.
So what is your connection to the character Sid the Sloth?
He is my spirit animal. He's true to himself, and he doesn't care about what other people think of him. He only cares about...
He's a survivor.
Exactly. He raised 3 kids by himself. He was a single parent.
A single mom.
Thank you. Thank you. He was a single mom. And I just lost my train of thought.
Well, no, that's a good, like, you're acknowledging some big things because I know about your life a little bit, you know? Divorced parents, 3 siblings, or
This is
3
before they got
kids.
divorced, though.
Oh, it was before?
Yeah, this is when they were still together, and I still went to go sleep in their bed because I was a little ass kid who couldn't handle my nightmares.
Maybe you just actually believe that your dad is Sid the Sloth, and he actually has this fake mask.
My dad is hiding something from me. And that's something I picked up on at a young age, that my dad has a secret, a dark secret, that he's not telling me. But Ba, if you're watching this, I will find out what it is. But just know that I will love you regardless, because you're my dad.
I think on a real note, though, I think it might actually talk about our dad's funny side and how... And how, because he is really funny.
He is funny,
And-
but it wasn't a funny moment at all. It was sad. He was like ashamed and sad to reveal this to his child. I was sad. I felt like I just lost a father. I don't know.
And it's so weird to interpret things that you had as like a little kid, and those really important to know those things though, because in dream analysis, it helps to have as many dreams as you like have experienced written down, so you can catalog them, and then you can like find patterns in them, so that you can understand them better.
But
But some things just don't make sense. Like I had a dream last week that I was on the run from the police with my girlfriend Rachel, and I had to escape to Canada. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But on the way up there, Rachel was like, I can't do it. I'm like, what do you mean? We're already like, we're here. Like, we're almost there. Like, it's like a jump, skip, and a whatever away, right? She's like, no, I can't do it. So she gave herself up, which, you know, that compromised my position. So now I need to run a little faster. And I think I was like held up in a hotel. And I saw you. I saw... a gentleman that was resembling a masked Filipino man that I know, as well as a couple other people, my cousin Giovanni and Ivy. And I ran up to them, said some quick things about our uncles, and then I was like, okay, to Canada.
To Canada.
Yeah, I was out
Onwards.
of there. But I was escaping the police, and
Maybe that
it was
means
crazy.
maybe that's a reflection of your life. Maybe are you running from something? Are you running from responsibilities?
I don't know.
Are you feeling the pressure of the real world?
I think I've been feeling that for a while, but I think we're chilling. You know, it's a learning process, and dreams help with that. They help your conscious mind with aid from your subconscious mind to understand things that
Oh, just processing things you can't process while you're awake.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of like Carl Jung and Freud, they did a lot of dream studying, and they said that they think dreams are like it's like your brain taking medicine, and it's Freud said that it was kind of being dampened by a filter, but Carl Jung was like, nah, this is just like your brain is telling you dreams to the best of its ability. I thought like those were the most
That's
important
interesting.
things to know. Like Freud and Carl Jung worked together a lot.
What would they make of Joker coming into my house and killing me and my family?
I can tell you something about that because you have a lot of dreams about being Batman.
Yeah,
Dude,
I do.
she got so many dreams about that, and they're really in depth, and they go for a while.
I've had like that dream where Joker killed my family. I think that dream was like it was like 4 months in one night. But I have had a dream in the past where I'm Joker. I'm not Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. No, I'm not him. It's where I'm Batman, and it'll switch between the new Robert Pattinson Batman or for some reason Ben Affleck. There's always been
We love you,
there.
Batman.
We love you, Batman. Where I'm just him, and I gotta save the city, and I'm going through stuff, and I'm like, what's her name? You know, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister,
Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's in it. I don't know why.
She is in
Wait, she
the Dark Knight
Where's
Rises.
Rachel?
Where's
Where-
Rachel?
Where's Rachel?
That
Thank you
one. Yeah.
for your input. I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she needs protection because she's like rich and whatever. And I just realized she is in the Dark Knight. I forgot about that. But yeah, I gotta protect her. And there's like a group of people with me, and they're all being stupid. And I'm like, we're all gonna die if you guys don't stick with me. But yeah, I'm
Sounds like you identify a lot with that. That's pretty cool.
I
really
have
noticed
a
that.
lot of dreams where I'm just different people, and there's like a storyline going on. I was once like this dude who was like a figure skater, and he had a gay romance going on with his rival figure skater at this big competition, and I don't remember who won, but we were like the top of the top. People wanted to see the outcome of this big competition.
That, like I said, dude, you could write books and series about your dreams. Like you could have, because Carl Jung has his own Red Book, and his Red Book was like a huge like a compilation of all his dreams from like the beginning of his whole psychiatrist career till the end, like his death. And it wasn't released until like 2008.
Yeah.
So it's like this is new stuff. But I think this is a great time to talk about universal dream rituals.
Americans watching, if you're not familiar with the Mexican and Filipino and all of Latino superstitions and beliefs and interpretations, you'll be familiar with this because as humans all over the world, we have a tendency to fuck with people in their sleep or laugh at people when they're sleeping.
The occasional sleepover, the little brother that's just around,
Yes.
the dad that got off of work and now you just want to.
Yelling at everybody, shut up and go to bed. But there's always, there's always a friend who's sleeping and you're going to put things on him. There's somebody who's sleeping and they snore funny. You're going to record that. Or, sleepwalking, sleep talking. We're going to view some of these, but there's something required of us while we watch these. We're not allowed to laugh. And these, I'm telling you, these are kind of funny. Like, not to hype you up or anything, but they're pretty funny. It's gonna be kind of hard. If you laugh, you lose, and you get a punishment.
And I'm assuming
This punishment
the person that is just having this gaze over here, is he going to be the judge of this?
He will decide our punishment. As soon as I said that, I kind of
All right, Yuri on Ice.
what?
All right,
Yuri on Ice. Oh,
all right, Sigmund Freud. Let's get it on.
okay. Sorry. Anyways, now it's time for funny, sleepy videos. Sleepy time videos. No laughing. Let's see if you can do it.
The memes.
The memes. For our very first one is this wonderful woman sleeping and snoring very loudly.
Bro just killed her.
She's dead.
What's that all about?
Oh, that was so hard.
What was that all
when
about?
she talked.
I've done that before. I've done that to Francisco.
You have.
Yeah, that was pretty funny though.
It was funny. I was there.
Well, it's because like we shared a bedroom.
Yeah.
So he snored and it just freaked me out because I was up till like 2 a.m.
So you would try to suffocate your brother?
No, that or I'd throw a pillow at him.
That was very sweet. On the next one.
What's that all about?
If you can't read the caption, the caption is when you have to. I'm not laughing. This doesn't.
What does the caption say?
It's something about when you have to sleep in the same room as your dad.
Are you crying?
No. You've probably seen this. It's a dog snoring.
The dog snoring.
I don't want to.
very
I don't want to lose
comic.
this. I'm not laughing. Doesn't count.
I thought I was hearing some tears welt up there, buddy old pal.
It's from the.
Records every noise I make in my sleep, and let me tell you, last night was fucking rough. Just listen.
Y'all see the shoes? Y'all see the money?
I just installed an app that records every noise I make in my sleep, and let me tell you, last night.
So I lost. It's when it gets to like the shitting and farting. I can't take it. Okay.
You gonna be okay, buddy?
Yeah, it's okay. Let's see if I'll still try not to laugh.
Oh, I've seen this person.
Oh yeah, she's sleepwalking.
Holy fuck! Hi, Eddie. Haley, you cannot sit with us. You're fucking terrible.
This feels like a.
Oh my
I'm watching like a
God.
paranormal movie or something.
Paranormal Activity 3.
Yeah.
It's
Bro, that's
scary.
the clown.
I
That's
think
the
it's
clown.
more scary than funny
I
to
don't
me.
want any. It just smells like cheese. No, no.
Sorry. I already lost. That's horrifying.
My mom doesn't want to fucking come. Don't call her again. Oh.
She's very defensive of her mom, and I can appreciate that.
It's a very important symbol in her dreams.
Can you imagine sharing a bed with somebody who talks like
That'd
that?
be terrifying.
That sounds horrifying.
I move in my sleep, and I've given Rachel like heart attacks because I like twitch too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I talk to, and she's talking me back. It's like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, what the hell? Terrifying shit. Yeah, she walks
Salt.
around her whole apartment just doing things.
Is that her husband sleeping on the couch?
I mean, can you blame him?
Duck. She's looking at the duck in her.
Gold star.
Wait. I really like that she squatted to fart and then rated it in her sleep. No more.
She's just walking around her house, and her boyfriend is just.
I wouldn't even
just there.
believe she's asleep if you didn't tell me that she was. I sleepwalk and talk, but it is not that intense. I'm not that.
You're more like a zombie. You can,
Yeah.
like, I can tell you to go back to bed, and you'll go back to bed.
Yeah, if you find me sleepwalking, all you have to do is go, Ninny, go back to sleep. You just gotta push me and I'll go back to bed.
She's like possessed though. Like there's
Yeah,
a video of her
that's
going
insane.
in her front yard while
Yeah.
she's sleeping. Yeah, that's
I have a fear of that.
no way.
Dad used to, when I still lived with my parents, Dad used to barricade the back door and the front door because he had a lot of anxiety about me going out at night because he heard some story about somebody walking out into traffic and dying because they're sleepwalking. So it just kind of scarred it. I did try to leave the
You
hotel
scarred him.
room.
Yeah, you scarred him with that hotel one. Because you got up in the middle of the night and you were trying to figure out how to unlock the door. But you couldn't.
Backstory. We went to Chicago one time. We were sleeping in a hotel room. My dad woke up at 4 a.m. and I was opening the door and he said, Nanny, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going to go to mom's room. And he said, your mom isn't here. We're in Chicago. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to mom's room. And he said, no, Nanny, please. She's in Cedar Rapids. Come lay back down. And he did not sleep the rest of the night. Because I tried to leave.
Gotta love that. Gotta love scarring your parents and
Yeah.
having them have a constant fear of you leaving the house in the middle of the night.
Right? I haven't sleepwalked in a while. I mean, at least that I know of. Sometimes I find evidence in the morning.
I don't know. You're pretty sus, bro. I walk into that room and it's like, what the hell?
If I wake up and there's like something on my chest, like sometimes I'll wake up and there's like headphones just right here. I know I sleepwalked.
I have no idea. And nobody can ask me on sleepwalking and dreams because I have no idea what the connection is. That stuff's goofy. It makes no sense and people die. People just, I don't know, man.
I just be
Can't help
vibing.
you there, but
I just be chilling. I don't do that much. Did you not laugh at any of those videos?
I mean, I smiled and I did a couple laughing.
He was
a little couple
he
hee-haws.
was a good boy for that one.
Oh,
Gee, thanks.
so you didn't laugh before me at all? I didn't. I'm really hoping.
No, Nellmari laughed first, right?
Oh, we'll watch
Right,
it
audience? Correct. There we go.
We'll watch it back, won't we, Alex?
Yeah. Yes, whatever you say, Mr. Filipino man. Mr.
So-
Masked Filipino man. Yeah, but in all reality, Nellmari loses.
I did.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
So what's the punishment?
What is my punishment? Because
Run out of traffic. No.
trying to dodge the cars. MFM. What is the punishment?
You get to interpret this dream for me.
Do you tell me the dream now or is it later? You tell me now?
Yeah. I've come a long way to have my question answered.
Okay.
What do you got?
So I'm not me. I'm not this buff, intimidating. I'm not this buff, intimidating persona. I'm a little white boy. Okay.
You're a little white boy
And I
named
have
the
a little
masked Filipino
white-
man.
I have a little white girlfriend. Okay.
Okay.
Are you a white Filipino man?
Is this a
And
dream?
she gets taken away from me. She gets taken away by the government.
Is her name Rachel?
No.
Okay.
Are you Liam Neeson in this dream?
No.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
And they reprogram her. A little man in a thin tweed suit comes to me and tells me they found her. And they bring her to me. And she tells me how in love with life she is and how now it's time for her to die.
Oh.
And she plans her own funeral in a church. Flowers, wreaths, a whole eulogy, but she hasn't died yet.
She's just planning her funeral because she knows she's going to die?
Yes.
Okay.
And everyone's okay with it. As she lies down on a bed of flowers and they pump chemicals into herself.
And then she died?
I need you to tell me what that means.
What if you don't like my interpretation? Okay.
Is it bad that I kind of want to interpret that? I don't know.
Can Arturo interpret it? Do I have to interpret it?
You can both give your little interpretations.
So you know what I think? I think that your brain is trying to tell you that you got a bad taste in woman, bro. And you know, I think that girl was trying to tell you it's time for you to move on. I'm not all that. And you didn't move on. But everybody else wanted you to move on. And you were the only one who didn't want to.
Arturo.
Okay. So girlfriend number one was transformed into not having any original personality or anything, right? And then they just prepared their own death?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like they were programmed to just be a Debbie Downer and not okay with being in the moment and just being like, you know what?
That's not an
I'm
interpretation,
gonna-
bro. You gotta interpret what that dream means to him.
I don't know every aspect of his life, but I can leave you a couple of
Do you love
little
life?
breadcrumbs.
No.
Oh, well, there you have it.
So it sounds like we have a dream of a is that pessimist? Pessimist here.
Would you call yourself a pessimist?
No, I would call myself DJ MFM.
Oh, you're so right. Jesus. MFM. Well, DJ MFM, does that mean I don't get a punishment today? Because I don't mind that. I'm just saying.
It's gonna steamroll on to the next episode.
Right? Good enough interpretation. I think I'm safe, guys. I think
that's gonna conclude today's episode.
That concludes
and we're gonna
today's
find out
episode.
next time what that does.
Yeah. Anyways, this has been Chicano Chingon, presented by Hacienda Las Glorias,
A Mango Mustache original.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to check in every single Wednesday where we release more episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that jazz. And on the last Saturday of every month, we have live episodes
At Hacienda First Avenue,
Cedar Rapids,
margaritas
Iowa.
are on sale.
Yes. Happy Hour Mango Mustache Margaritas. Tell us about your wackiest dreams, your beliefs on dreams. Go drop a comment on this video. Go drop a like as well. Go comment on our socials, Instagram,
Tell a
TikTok.
friend, tell your grandma, tell your mom, tell somebody.
Tell them
Yeah.
to check us out. Stay dreamy, but most importantly, stay chingon.
chingon.
Chicanos. Salud.
Blink. Salud.
Mango Mustache Media.